Hi, my name is Alyssa, and I'm a recovering marijuana addict.
Hi, everyone. My name is Thurgood. Hi. I'm here today because I'm addicted to marijuana.
You in here for some marijuana? Marijuana? Man, this is some bullshit!
This is my first video vlog. This is Lila, my best friend. She's been in my life for 5 years. I'm officially 5 days clean from marijuana, which I never thought would be a hard thing to do, but fuck, here I am. I guess I first started smoking weed when I think the first time I hit weed, I was 16 years old, and it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just something like you kind of did after school with like your little stoner friends, and I never even really bought weed. It was just something that was around because I grew up in Colorado, so it's just kind of like part of the culture there. So I kind of got high before I ever got drunk, and I never bought weed. It was just kind of like a social thing I did. I did it after school with my friends. I remember my first bong rip, and it was killer. I coughed for 25 minutes, and I thought I was going to throw up. I thought that my lungs were going to be just dead forever. And then the high set in, and it was great.
You guys feel different? A little. How about you, Scarface? How you doing, Penny? Penny?
I've been so thirsty my entire life.
It seemed like that big of a deal. And then fast forward to when I'm 19 years old, and I started dating some dude, and this dude smokes weed daily and grows weed, and for him it was like a daily thing. It wasn't just a like occasional thing. Before then I would just do it at parties like every now and then, and I never like felt the urge or the need to buy it. I never craved it. It was just like something that if it was at the party I'd hit the blunt, but other than that it wasn't really like that big of a deal. And then when I was 19 and I moved in with this guy, he taught me like how to smoke weed, because I guess there's a way to smoke weed. I didn't really even know how to smoke. I just hit it, and then he taught me like how to like inhale properly, and I started smoking weed every day, and I started building I'm trying to film a YouTube video here. That's just, I don't know. Welcome to Sacramento. I don't know what else to say. So, yeah. So here I am, 6 days clean, and I'm going to tell you guys why I wanted to quit. And I know there's all these marijuana advocates out there who like, and it's cool. I think if you use it for medical purposes, or, you know, like for the physiological benefits, or you use it to help with your anxiety or anything about that, I'm not here to bash people who use medical marijuana or recreational marijuana. That's your own personal choice. But for me, I felt as though I started to get addicted to it. And to me, if something is good for you, then it should never be something that starts to overtake your life. Right? If it's good for you, then you shouldn't feel the need. Lila! I'm trying to film a YouTube video. I feel like it's a big waste of time. I'm trying to be a mixed martial artist and be a future world champ, and with training and life and cooking healthy, eating healthy, and doing cross training and working, weed just doesn't really fit into my schedule. On average, I'm spending like 40 minutes a smoke session per smoke session, which I usually have about 2 to 3, sometimes 4 smoke sessions a day. So 40 minutes times 3 is 120 minutes of my life every day gone which is a long ass fucking time, and I could be doing something a lot more productive with that time. And then another reason why I want to quit is because I feel like it's a big waste of money. You know, like, I don't grow weed in my basement anymore, so it's like a lot of money that is being wasted that could be used on better things, like private lessons or traveling to different gyms or gear that I need, or just like healthy food or supplements that I'm wasting on something that is just to help me kind of escape from my problems. You know, I used to say that weed helped me with my anxiety, but really it was just a reason why. I think it was just more me kind of drowning my issues with it. And for health reasons, because I feel like, you know, it's not really helping my cardio, honestly. I want to take good care of myself, and I want to treat my body like a temple. I want my lungs to be healthy forever, and I want to be able to be feel the best and be as healthy as I can be, and I can't do that smoking hella weed every day. And, Lila knows, and Lila doesn't like it. Whenever I smoke weed, Lila runs away, because for a while I used to think that my dog should smoke weed, so I try to, like, blow it in her mouth, like, please don't tell PETA, like, please don't get me, don't take Lila away from me. Dog Protective Services, I'm sorry, I don't do that anymore. And then another thing is, side note, like, she got into my edibles, like, 2 times. One time, I thought she was gonna die. I came home, and Lila was just, like, acting super crazy. And I was like, I didn't know what was wrong. I thought she got into antifreeze or she got poisoned. And I called Ricky because I was freaking out. And I said, I think she got into antifreeze. I don't know what to do. I think she, like, poisoned herself. And then Ricky's like, is there a brownie on the coffee table? And I come to find out, like, she ate, like, a pot brownie that I made for me and Ricky and our friends. And she fucking consumed, like, I don't know, probably, like, 200 milligrams of THC. Like, she could have died. I don't know if dogs die from marijuana. Like, I don't know. But it wasn't good for her because she, like, freaked out. And then the other day, like, I had some, 10 milligram candies, and I had like 8 of them, and she ate all 8, and I came back and she was like rocking back and forth all crazy, and she was like uncomfortable, and then she was like doing zoomies around, and she's not a dog that normally does zoomies. She was like acting like herself, and she's like pissing herself, which she never does. Lila's never had an accident in her whole entire life. And then she like couldn't hold her piss all night. I was just like freaking out, and like she would like stir back and forth, and you know, I feel bad. Like, I felt like I was a bad mom when that happened to her, because like, your child shouldn't be getting into your drugs. You shouldn't be on drugs anyways if you want to be a good parent. And that's another thing. I feel like me smoking weed is taking away from time I could be experiencing life. Like, those 3 hours a day I'm wasting on weed, I could be out and experiencing life, being outside, like hanging out with my dog. I'm taking time away from her to like smoke weed, and I don't think that's good. And so, yeah, so I quit. I did it. I don't do CBDs, which, I don't know, like, maybe that'll change later on, but for me, I just, like, have to quit it all cold turkey, because I want to feel what it's like to be sober, because after a while, when you're high every single day, like, all day, like, from wake and bacon all day, you don't even know what it feels like to be sober, and being sober feels like being high, because you haven't been sober in fucking years. So, now, I'm going to be sober, and I'm going to focus more on training this year. And I don't know if I'm going to quit weed for my whole life, but for sure I want to quit at least for right now and until the end of my martial arts career. If you feel like you like have some feedback, like feel free to leave it in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe, because I'm going to be like sharing a lot more stuff that I don't normally share. And but I feel like if you are smoking weed and you feel, or consuming it, like taking edibles or whatever, and there was a point where I thought just smoking it was bad, so I tried just taking edibles, but I felt like I was still just like not really being myself. Like I constantly had this like haze over me because I'm always high, and like I started to make like me being high was a part of who I was. But to be honest, like that's not who I am. Like I am my own person, and I can be my own person without weed. And this is for everyone who feels like they feel like weed has become something that they're codependent on, and they want to quit. Like I'll be here like to support you, and hopefully this will encourage you or influence you. But you know, because honestly I'm 6 days clean and I feel good. Like I'm sober now. I like don't have as many munchies, so I'm not eating as unhealthy. Like I don't have like random like trips at 7-Eleven of binge eating trash. I'm not like paranoid about driving. I'm not driving recklessly. That was another thing. Like, you know, I'd smoke weed and then like go drive in the car, and honestly I wouldn't like be the safest driver. I've never been in an accident, but I'm not gonna like driving and smoking isn't healthy. It's illegal and it's like not safe. So if you would like this video, feel free to thumbs up. If you didn't like it, feel free to put thumbs down and tell me why you didn't like it, and then I'll try to like make something that would be interesting to you guys, and I'll just try to make a better video next time. Feel free to like, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be sharing like a lot of stuff, and hopefully I'll be checking in. I'll check back in and I'll see if I last any longer. Right now I'm 6 days clean, no weed at all, and we'll see like how long it'll last, and if I relapse I'll make sure I share it with you guys. And yeah, so thank you. Bye. Say bye, Lila. Say bye to YouTube. Lila, say bye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Say bye. Bye. Lila says bye, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. What up, YouTube? So
Hey, first YouTube.
do we need
Marijuana is not a drug. I used to suck dick for coke.
I seen him.
Now that's an addiction, man. You ever suck some dick for marijuana?
Huh?
No, I can't say I have.
I didn't think so.
Boo this man.